In this video, I will go over how much HP and damage you can get from paragons. I will also go through what trees you should be using and how much points you should invest in them. We also aim to get maximum damage and HP. Also, we try to avoid all other stats in paragon trees as they are pretty worthless. But I will tell you later why they are worthless and why there are better options. But for now, this will be aimed for people with 220 paragon levels or at least around that level. So let's get started. First we have the Vanquisher tree. There is 2 damage passives and 1 life passive. In total they will give you 5000 HP and 600 damage. The Vanquisher tree is mostly used for challenge rifts, some use it on dungeons, but in my opinion there is a better tree to use in dungeons. Next one is Survivor tree. Here we have 2 life passives and 1 damage passive, and that's 4000 HP and 500 damage. If we add all that up, that's going to be 9000 HP and 1100 damage. Now where do we use Survivor tree? Well, we don't. Or at least I haven't found any use for it. But you will still get the HP and damage out of if you level up here. But let's just leave it blank for now. Next up we have the Treasure Hunter tree. Here we have 1 damage passive, 1 life passive. That equals to 5000 HP and 300 damage. And in total we are now in 14k HP and 1400 damage. It is the best open world farming paragon tree as you will get 50 or even 75% more chance to drop those uniques. So every time you're open world farming you should always have this set on. Now do you go for 50 or 75? Well, that's up to you. If you want more damage and more HP, you will just go for the 50%, but if you want more loot, well then you go to the 75 way. It is 17 points for the 75% drop chance. That can potentially be 300 damage, so it's up to you which one you want. Next up we have the Gladiator tree. In here we have 2 life passives and 1 damage passive. And that equals to 4000 HP and 500 damage. And in total up to this point it will be 19k HP and 1900 damage. That is already quite a lot. Alright, so Gladiator tree, and where do you use it and do you put points on it? It is the best PvP paragon tree, and every time you go to Battleground or any other PvP aspect of the game, you should be always using this one. Always. Now, why is Gladiator tree the best in PvP? Well, you have these 2 passives. The other one gives you CC immunity every 30 or 20 seconds, and when you will die, the other one will give you 3 second stasis, and after that will give you 60% of your max HP back. These 2 are must have in PvP. Now, if you want to have the CC immunity every 20 seconds, you need to take this passive. Although it is really expensive as that's gonna be 21 points. Now the next one is going to be Soldier tree. Here we have 1 life passive and 1 damage passive. And they have 300 damage and 3000 HP respectively. And altogether that's 22k HP and 2200 damage. With the Soldier tree I didn't find any useful things for it, as it seems to be PvP tree, but the Gladiator tree seems to be better. You might want to use it as some niche support thing, as it can reduce the damage taken after you die, but the point is not to die in PvP. The next tree is Mastermind. Here we have 1 life passive and 1 damage passive. They will be giving 4000 HP and 400 damage. And in total altogether that's going to be 26k HP and 2.6k damage. In total every point you can get from paragon tree. But at the moment we can't get them all. But soon I will roll over the optimized builds you can use. For the Mastermind, this is probably the best one in dungeons, and that's just because of 2 passive points you can take here. Here the red one gives you 2.5% critical chance for every different class in the party. That's about 10% damage increase. Now the blue one, if you have 4 different classes in your dungeon or in your party, you have 5% chance to make the boss vulnerable for 3 seconds, making everybody in your party doing 20% more damage to the boss. So I would highly recommend firstly leveling this paragon and taking both of those passives. But now, the moment you all have been waiting. Let's get Paragon tree for the min-maxed damage. First, the Vanquisher tree. Here we are going to use 31 points. Then we go to Survivor tree. In Survivor, we leave it blank still. No points go here. Next up is the Treasure Hunter. Here we are going to take these, adding up to 69 points. And next we are going to go to Gladiator. And here we are going to take a lot more points. And now we are at 132 points. Next up is the Soldier tree. Here we are going to take the damage node only. And now we are up to 163 points. And next up is going to be the Mastermind tree. And altogether, now we are at 193 points. And with these 193 points, we are getting whopping 2100 damage. Now with the rest points, you can put that in the life, or if you want to get the 75% increase in uniques, you can do that in the Treasure Hunter tree. That is up to you what you want to do, but you definitely should go for the 2100 damage. It is going to be a huge boost in PvE or in PvP. And here is the reason why we try to avoid all of the other passives. As 10 points in damage is 200 damage, 10 points in life is 2000, and in any other 10 points is going to be 40 points. And as you can see here, the gems give you more than the 40, but damage and life will get way less from the gems. So you should definitely be prioritizing life and damage from the Paragon. If this video helped you, hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.